Oh my goodness, so much has happened. Welcome, Royal Highness, I'm Dan. Thank you so much for joining me today on my channel. It's been a little while again. I've got quite a lot to tell you today. I've got a trip cancellation. I've got a surgery update. I'm currently on crutches, which I'm really sad about. I've been on crutches now for quite a few weeks. Life is really tough, so I'm going to tell you about that. Our dog Bruno has had surgery, and I've got a new trip announcement for you as well. Anyway, if you are new to the channel, welcome. Like I said, I'm Dan. I do kind of like lifestyle stuff, travel stuff, a lot of Disney stuff. So welcome to the channel. I'm one of two people on the channel. My partner, my fiance David, is also here, but he's out in the garden doing gardening. I'm in here doing filming. So yeah, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. And please pop into the comments and tell me about your own life and what's going on and any trips you've got that's coming up. I'd love to hear about them. So in my last video, I told you we were going to Tromso. It had to be cancelled. I also told you I was waiting for surgery on my knee. I was waiting for a knee operation when I got a phone call probably about 3 weeks before Tromso to offer me a cancellation appointment. So I jumped at that to go and get my knee operation done. And then I still planned to go to Tromso even though I had a date for the op. But during the pre-op, the nurse told me that I couldn't fly for 6 to 8 weeks after surgery. Due to different complications that it can cause, particularly around blood clots and stuff. So she said to me that flying was an absolute no. We took the decision before the operation to cancel. Really sad about that. We really want to go to Tromso, but we still will. So it'll probably be not until January next year now that we go. January is actually a better time to go to Tromso than March anyway, so it's not all bad. In terms of cancelling Tromso, it was really quite easy. We had booked everything so that we could cancel with up to 24 hours notice. So we cancelled, we had a hotel booked at the airport here, we had a hotel booked there, we had some tours booked, we had airport parking, we had flights. All of those things was able to cancel really easily. The only thing that cost us any money was cancelling with British Airways. They charged us £35 each to cancel. But that meant we got given back most of our money. We'd only paid £119 each for the flight. So we got back the rest of the money. I think it was about £84 each. My maths might not be quite good there. We got back our companion voucher and all of our Avios points. So actually cancelling wasn't a problem. 70 quid it cost us. Not the end of the world in the grand scheme of things. But it has meant that I've now had my knee surgery done. So the operation took place on the 12th of March at the Spire Hartswood hospital here in Essex. And life has been really tough since. So when I went in, I was told I was definitely having the cartilage tear done. But the surgeon said there was other things in there like fragments and stuff that he would like to deal with as well if it was possible. But if he did do that, I would be on crutches for 6 weeks. As you can tell, he dealt with all the other things. He actually dealt with 5 different things inside the knee, 5 different problems during that one operation. And in consequence, I am now non-weight bearing on crutches for 6 weeks. And non-weight bearing on crutches basically means that I can do shit all because I can't put any weight at all on this leg, on my right leg, for 6 weeks. And I'm not actually crying, I've just got really bad hay fever. But it's been really, really tough, and honestly, David has been an absolute superhero looking after me. I then have to sit downstairs all day, basically, and then kind of hop about to do the things I need, like to get a cup of tea. If I get a cup of tea, I can't then carry it on the crutches to the sofa. So it's all been a bit difficult. And he's been doing everything around the house, the garden, he's been working, he's been looking after me, he's been looking after Bruno. So he deserves the Hero of the Year award. He's been amazing. So yeah, life has been a bit tough. The operation, I think, went well. The physio seems pleased about it. It's now 3.5 weeks since the operation, so I've got 2.5 weeks left on crutches, hopefully. But a little shout out to Spire Hartswood. Really lovely hospital. All the staff were amazing. Everybody there was so kind and helpful, from the nurses to the people that sort out the food for you, to the physios, to the theatre staff. Like literally everybody has been amazing. I'm still wearing these very, very sexy deep vein thrombosis protecting tights, so they're very, very nice indeed. I've had my stitches out. I've got a couple of little wounds, one where he put the camera in one where you put the tools in to do the fixing, and the swelling has gone down. It was like kind of like 3-4 times the size of the other leg. The swelling's gone down. I'm hopping about quite nicely. I wasn't allowed to shower for ages. I was having to have flannel wash, which was disgusting. I've had a shower now, which is great. But it's hard. Just getting into the shower and showering on one leg is really difficult. I look like a fat flamingo. It's not good at all. To make things even worse for us, Bruno had a lump on his paw, which we was a bit concerned about. We took him to the vet. They couldn't confirm what it was from the kind of little test they do when they put a needle in. So they recommended removing it in case it was cancerous. So the day before my surgery, Bruno had surgery, and I was more upset about that than I was about my own. So he's had surgery. He's walking around still in a cone. They had to remove his dew claw as well. So yeah, it's been a busy time. David's had to take him to all the appointments because I can't drive. So on top of everything else, you know, like we had him as well. So we've been recovering together, Bruno and I in his little cone, me on my crutches in my sexy tights. Yeah, it's been a minute, it really has, and everybody's been lovely. I've had so many nice messages, so thank you to everybody that sent me kind messages on Instagram, Facebook, the cards, the phone calls. Everything has really been appreciated, so thank you all so much. It's been a really, really difficult time, and we need a holiday. And I know we normally take you on adventures through the Amazon and Disney and to Argentina and to all the other things that we've done and that we are planning to do in the future after the wedding, but we just need a rest. So we have booked a trip, and I'm going to give you a little trip announcement now, and we are going to vlog it, but it might not be the most exciting vlog series because we just want to do a little bit of laying by a pool, and we never do that. Like, this will be the first holiday we've been on together in the 6 years we've been together. We've actually been on a holiday where we're just gonna chill out and have a rest, and I think David needs that rest more than me because he has been working, like I said to you before, so hard. So let's tell you about our holiday. As I mentioned, we had a companion voucher with British Airways. They refunded back to us when we cancelled Tromso. That voucher expires on the 10th of June, and we don't want to waste it because they're worth so much money. Just doing the searching on the kind of days that we were looking at, and we managed to get flights to Santorini, which is a beautiful Greek island in the Cyclades. It's really, really nice. I've been there, I think, twice before, not for over 10 years. And David's never been there, and it's just really beautiful. It's picturesque, you get beautiful sunsets. You can do catamaran cruises and stuff. So we're going to go there. Now, as I said to you, this is not going to be the most exciting vlog series, but we are going to bring you along. We are going to do some things while we're there, so there will be things to show you, whether it'll be a series of vlogs or whether it'll be one long vlog of the trip, I don't know. We're going for 5 nights. We're going to stay at the airport at Heathrow the night before. So yeah, it's a little trip. It's just a little breakaway to have a bit of a rest, and I hope you'll come along with us. Now, you know I love a bargain. Our flights to Santorini return in business class for £25 each. So you can't say fairer than that, can you? Like 25 quid. We're going to drink more than £25 in Prosecco in the lounge before we even get on a plane. So great bargain there. We've used our Avios points, our companion voucher that had to be used, and 25 quid each. We're going to stay just at a Premier Inn the night before at Heathrow. I know it's a Premier Inn, but we're trying to keep the cost down because of the wedding, which I told you about in the last update video. That's still coming along very nicely. So yeah, Premier Inn, and then when we get to Santorini, we have got a really beautiful hotel booked on what I would call the right side of the island, the side where you can see the sunset, where you can see the caldera across the water. Hopefully you'll come along, hopefully you'll enjoy Santorini, and then of course towards the end of the year we are going to Walt Disney World, and I'm doing a little planning series for that. In fact, after this I'm going to film the next one in that series, so there'll be a planning video about flights coming out if you're interested in going to Walt Disney World. So there we are, a real change of plan. I'm really, really sorry for anyone that was excited for the Tromso vlogs. You won't be as disappointed as we are. We really want to go to Tromso. It looks so nice. But like I said to you at the start of this video, we are going to go Tromso. We are going to probably go in January. We just need to have a look at the flights and our annual leave and stuff. So yeah, Tromso is going to come, but you're probably going to wait probably for about another 10 months for those vlogs, so I'm really sorry, but hopefully Santorini ones will make up for it a little bit. Anyway, thank you so much for stopping by for this little update. I felt I needed to pop on, even though I look terrible post-surgery. I've not been out of the house hardly at all. I've not done any exercise. I can barely walk. Please ask any questions you've got at all about anything, about Tromso, about Santorini, about knee surgery. Not that I'm an expert, but well, you know, I'm kind of more expert than I ever hoped I would be. About Bruno, about David. Ask anything you like about Walt Disney World. You know, I love to chat to you all. So if you've liked this video, which I'm sure you haven't, it's a bit of just a quick update, isn't it? But if you have liked it, give it a thumbs up. It does really help. If you like the channel, please ensure you're subscribed. If you're a new viewer, you're probably thinking, what on earth is he talking about? But yeah, if you have liked it, please subscribe. And there's one thing left to tell you. Oh yeah, never grow up.